Wrestling moves continue to be more innovative and require more athletic ability as time goes by. But who doesn't like an old-fashioned, well-done chokeslam? The chokeslam has made for several iconic moments, and some of the most athletically astounding wrestlers in history have used the chokeslam or a variant of it as one of their signature moves for years. While some have done it better than others, it does not mean they were a better wrestler than their other chokeslamming counterparts. Let's take a look at the top 10 best wrestlers to ever use the chokeslam. Various wrestlers have used the chokeslam over the years, and in that list of chokeslammers also includes Scott Hall, well known as Razor Ramon.
Hey yo, in a title match. Hey yo.
There you have it!
Although he used it occasionally as a transitional move, it was nevertheless still fun to watch whenever he performed the maneuver.
Razor Ramon with Van Dal. Oh, wow, look at that.
Maybe tonight with the NWO. When we'll ever hear from him prior to Starcade.
One of the most powerful, look at that, a chokeslam.
Razor used the chokeslam in a special way during his time in WCW, as he'd often raise his hand after to mock the Giant, making the move more fun to watch.
So we talked so much about the knife, and it led to obviously some people that you don't like. You just need to get over right his own version of a chokeslam, and now mocking the Giant.
People who somehow weren't fans of Razor Ramon are well aware of the man and his incredible legacy within the wrestling industry. Even his detractors have to admit that the wrestling industry likely wouldn't be where it is today without the contributions of the bad guy. Awesome Kong at her peak was like the Vader of women's wrestling. She towered over her fellow women, being able to execute power moves like the choke slam and made them look convincing and devastating with incredible speed and agility.
Up, down, oh, here goes the choke slam! Bam!
Although she doesn't usually straighten out her arm to maximize height, it doesn't matter in her case. She's still slamming her opponents down with incredible force, which makes her look like a truly dominant force in wrestling. Stand back! There is a chokeslam coming through. A cruiserweight staple in both WCW and WWE, Hurricane Helms struck gold when he adopted the comedic superhero gimmick of the Hurricane.
Citizen Kane!
BRUAN!
You got a cool costume?
What's up with that?
You got a cool mask? You're 7 feet tall and you don't fight crime? What's up with that?
Helms' relatively low stature made his attempts at the move a funny and also an impressive trial. The audacity of him to do a chokeslam and not be a nearly 7 foot tall behemoth of a man.
And old Hurricane now, looking for the choke slam. Yeah, but the elevation. Scorpion King double choke slam.
Hurricane was a WWE fan favorite during the early 2000s, creating silly and memorable moments like trying a double choke slam on Stone Cold and Triple H during the 2002 Royal Rumble, only to be thrown out the ring immediately after. While not every wrestler can be the top champion in a given promotion, that doesn't mean that they're bad or unmemorable, as Helms found his niche as a delusional superhero. Former boxer and pro football player, the Kansas City native has accomplished a lot in the world's biggest wrestling promotion. CORBIN is a former United States champion, King of the Ring winner, and even retired Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
Now all the losers on Twitter are going to have one less thing to complain about.
Baron Corbin slightly modified the choke slam, making the move more believable. He would lift his opponents by the throat and slam them on his right knee, setting the fans up for a wince-worthy reaction.
Corbin grabs Ali over and deliver a choke slam. Yeah, but now the choke slam is legal. Oh, choke slam.
That being said, Corbin has become a divisive figure on WWE programming over the last few years. While some fans have liked his constant gimmick changes and creative mind, others are more inclined to reach for the remote when the modern-day wrestling god comes on screen. Psycho Sid was a main event player for both WCW and WWE, and he is a 6-time world champion overall. Moreover, he was the main event at both WrestleMania and Starrcade. Kayfabe-wise, Sid is a legend, and this success came despite all the shortcomings attributed to the man.
That you only half the man that I am!
The skeptics and all the people have a little bit of...
Live, Hal. And I have half the brain that you do!
An enormous monster back in his heyday. At near 7 foot and weighing over 300 pounds, he came across as an uncaged animal in the squared circle. He would deliver vicious chokeslams throughout his career, and a man of his height made the maneuver even more devastating.
Amazing! And he's going in it right now.
That's it!
Just a preview of the Orange Bowl! No!
It is sad knowing that Sid's days as an in-ring competitor came to an end almost immediately when he landed awkwardly from the top rope, shattering his leg in one of the most sickening injuries of all time. Braun Strowman is a physically imposing athlete to use the chokeslam. Proven to be extremely versatile, Braun has been built as a silent, heavy, relentless heel or a kid-friendly babyface.
Big red machine. Oh! Kane taking it back.
Strowman spent some time using the reverse chokeslam as his first ever finisher before phasing it out from his list of moves. It involved him lifting his opponent by the back of the neck and then slamming them into the mat face first. Apparently, the reverse chokeslam is one of the most dangerous moves out there, so WWE made him change it after a few months.
Nothing we have seen in... Oh my gosh! No, you gotta be kidding me! I can assure you it's something... Oh my God!
Like many of his big men predecessors, Strowman hit the chokeslam usually through tables or other objects. This really helped him become popular with fans because everyone loves watching a smaller man get smashed through a table. The longest tenured wrestler in TNA's history is best known for his participation in some of the company's most barbaric matches. Abyss to TNA is what Kane was to WWE.
You guys know I've been looking for my brother Abyss.
Nor is this.
Though his chokeslam itself was nothing special compared to everyone else's take on the maneuver, many times it was salvaged by thumbtacks, tables, and barbed wire boards, serving as a cushion for Abyss's opponents.
Do it, Abyss! Don't do it!
TNA Hall of Famer worked under a mask and went through several eerie changes for most of his career, but also got the chance to experience a dramatic character shift as the unmasked Joseph Park. Big Show is a historically athletic marvel, possessing the ability to lift and maintain his opponents higher off the ground during a chokeslam than anyone else. The world's largest athlete has used this move countless times throughout his career, always with great effect.
I gotta know something, man. Hey, is Andre really your dad, man?
Sometimes he would hold his opponent up in the air for a few seconds before slamming them down hard.
Big Show! Oh no, he's done! He's done! Big Show! Big Show big! Ron Powers is around 270. Look at this! Oh! You're way up there, Joseph Gallows!
In other cases, he'd hold onto them as he knelt down, which made the move look more impactful.
He's got him out!
Perfect example, one of his earliest chokeslams saw him slam The Undertaker down with so much force that it broke a hole in the ring. That is how much power Big Show put into his chokeslam, which should have been his finisher forever instead of the knockout punch.
Right hand. Oh! Big Show able to KO. And now the KO.
Because of his size and sheer power, the move always looks incredible when he hits it as his opponent takes a ton of impact.
My God, no! Chokeslam!
Right through the table.
Both go in! Double chokeslam! Oh my God!
It should come as no surprise that the biggest man in wrestling for many years would hit one of the most devastating chokeslams. The Undertaker's character shifts have coincided with updated finishers, from Tombstone to The Last Ride to Tombstone again. But the chokeslam has remained a fixture in his repertoire despite that fact. The Dead Man is historically spectacular because of his mix of size, psychology, and agility, and for those reasons, he is among those considered one of the best big men in wrestling history.
Merry Christmas, Yokozuna.
Rest in peace.
The Undertaker has been chokeslamming people for over 20 years. The move works perfectly well for his character as he's in full control and slams his opponent down from a great height without it looking like it took much effort. And because he's one of the tallest wrestlers in WWE, Undertaker has managed to hit some truly fantastic chokeslams, much to the delight of the WWE audience.
Crash landing for Taker! Chokeslam! Out on the floor! Chokeslam! Chokeslam! Triple H coming! Chokeslam! To take the ride!
The only reason Undertaker's chokeslam doesn't hold the #1 spot is because it has been a signature move for so many years and hasn't led to that many pinfalls. Kane was a prominent figure during the WWE's Attitude Era in the late 90s and remained relevant for decades after because of his athleticism and personality.
Look at him. He's a freak. It'll be your turn to bleed.
Oh, and I once electrocuted a man's testicles.
The Big Red Machine had one of the greatest chokeslams ever as he always gets tremendous height on this move and makes it look as impactful as possible. He chokeslammed people using only one hand, which made sense given how ridiculously strong he was in the late 1990s and early 2000s. In one case, he even choke-slammed two people with one arm, lifting both Kurt Angle and referee Charles Robinson up at the same time without any effort. While many wrestlers have used the chokeslam as a secondary finisher, a transitional move, or no longer use it to end matches, Kane continues to be the only wrestler to use it as his primary finisher. If you like to see more weekly wrestling content like this, do like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if I missed any other wrestler that may have used the chokeslam.